Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my everyday makeup. This is the products that I wear every single day. So I try out tons of new products, as you guys know. So every month or so I try to switch up what I'm reaching for every month and kind of put it in the front of the drawer so that I reach for it more and get use out of it, and I can use all of my products that way. So if you want to know everything that I have been wearing this month, and it's what I have on my face, every single thing that I have on my face today, then keep watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. All right, let's get into it. There are a couple of products in here that I've been using for a couple of months, and you guys have seen them in favorites and in just in different types of videos. So yeah, that's just the name of the game. Sometimes favorites are favorites and we can't get away from them, so keep that in mind. I know this first product, it's the Origins Ginseng Energy Boosting Gel Moisturizer. I have talked about this a bazillion times. I cannot stop using it. I'm obsessed with it. I love the way it smells. I'm almost out of it, which I'm so sad about. I can't believe I already am almost out of it. I've been trying to savor it, but I just can't help it. I love this stuff and I can't see myself not using it anytime soon. This one and the Original Skin Matte Moisturizer are my absolute two favorite moisturizers that I've ever tried in my life, and both of them are running out, so I need to go over and get a new one. For primer, I'm still on this Origins Original Skin Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer with the Willow Herb. It's the longest title ever. I actually did a full video on this, which I'll link up here and also down below, but this is a aerosol primer. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. It is amazing. It just fills in your pores perfectly. It just makes your skin look so good. The Original Skin line from Origins is my absolute favorite line that they have, followed closely by the Ginseng line. Actually, they might be tied. I love everything that Origins has, for the most part. I do have a couple of misses from them, which I will link my video up here and down below of my thoughts on all of the Origins products that I had at the time. There are a few products that have been added to my collection since I made that video, so it's not completely up to date, but there are tons of products in that video if you're curious to know what I like and what I don't like from their lines. Okay, I'm going in the order of how I apply my makeup. So next up is my foundation, and I have been obsessed with this NYX Total Control Drop Foundation since I tried it. I cannot get enough of it. I've been using it every single day, and I didn't think that, I try out so many foundations and stuff that I did not think that this one was going to become my everyday foundation, but it is just so good. I love that it just has this dropper, and it's a super light formula, so it goes on really thin and doesn't look cakey on your skin, but it does give you a full coverage look. I just am obsessed with this. I can't recommend it enough. And when I bought this, Ulta had buy one get one 50% off for all of NYX products, so I'm sure they probably still do actually. So I will link this down below, as well as all of the other products that I mentioned today will be linked down in the bottom bar, but this I highly recommend, and you can get 50% off of another product from NYX. Which, speaking of NYX, I actually just did a full face using NYX, which I'll link up here, but that video had this, and I show how I use it. And then there's also one of the mascaras that I'm going to mention today is in that video too. So if you want to see different products in use, there were some major hits and then some really bad products that I would definitely recommend staying away from. So check out that video if you're interested in seeing that. Recently, I have been doing my foundation and then I put my highlight on right after that. Instead of using a powder highlight, I've been using a cream. So normally I would do all of my makeup, foundation, powder, bronzer, blush, and then do a powder highlight. And lately I've been using the Hourglass Vanish stick, and this is in Champagne Flash. I cannot stop using this. It is amazing. But I do my foundation, and then I just take my finger and pat this onto the high points of my cheekbones and then down the center of my nose and on my Cupid's bow. And I just feel like this melts into the skin so beautifully, and I am just obsessed. I highly recommend trying it. It is pricey, but it is so worth the price. So yeah, try this one out. The one gripe I do have about it is that it's triangular. It's the same way as their Vanish stick foundation, that if you don't twist this all the way down, you have to be so precise about putting this triangle on, so you can get the product really dirty because the edges are just hard. It's just stupid that you have to line it up perfectly instead of having a round one that you can just throw on in any direction. But other than that, the packaging, I cannot get enough of this. So I definitely recommend just go into Sephora and try it out. Next is a powder. This is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I've gone through about 5 of these, I think, over the years, and ooh, this one, my packaging is messed up, which it's almost gone, so it doesn't really matter, but it has this little hole in it. I don't know what happened to the plastic, but yeah, it's not great. So it's a little bit harder for me to use, but I am just going to use this up so I can get a new one without broken packaging. I love this though. I think it's so pretty. It's finely milled, so it sets your makeup beautifully and it doesn't make you look cakey or dry or anything like that. There are a couple of foundations that I am just obsessed with, and this month I have been using the Becca one. This is the Sunlit Bronzer in Capri Coast, and this is almost gone. This is what it looks like. I've majorly hit pan. I am almost done with it, so I need to pick up a new one. But this is a bronzer that I feel like I will always have in my collection. This and NARS Laguna are just, and Benefits Hoola. I think all three of those are just absolutely amazing. I'm a bit of a bronzer junkie, and this is just stunning on the skin. So I will probably use this up pretty quickly and then grab another one, but this has been my on repeat every single day bronzer. For blush, I have been mixing two blushes, which I realize is very high maintenance, but I just think they're so perfect for spring and they're both pretty neutral. So the first one is the Burt's Bees Toasted Cinnamon blush, and this is what it looks like. It's almost like a bronzer color, only a little bit more warm toned. And then the other one is the Laura Geller Baked Blush in the color Boysenberry, and this is what this one looks like. And together, I have them mixed on my skin today. I just think that together they are so pretty and they're just like the perfect color for spring. All right, so that's everything for my face makeup. Moving on to my eyes, I've been super simple. I've just been using my Maneater palette, which I did a full video on this as well that I will link up here and down below. This palette is everything I could ever dream of in a eyeshadow palette. I think it's the perfect palette for beginners. It's neutral. It has enough shades to set your eyelid, to do a few like shimmery eye looks. It has some bold colors. These two are great for eyeliner. It's just such a good palette. If you want to see swatches and me apply it and everything, watch the video that's linked down below for it. But I have been using this every single day. That's the only thing I have. I have this, which is Pure all over my eyelids, and it's super subtle. It just adds a little bit of dimension into my eyelids. And then I've been using Catcall and Midnight as my eyeliners. So that is the only thing that I have on my eyes. I used Catcall on my upper lash line, and I just put it on with an angled brush, and then I used a smudge brush and I put Midnight. I smoked it out a little bit under my lower lash line. And that's all I have as far as eye makeup on, obviously with mascara. But this palette I just think is so versatile. You can use it for so many different things, and I am obsessed with it. For mascara, just like blush, I've been using two that I've been mixing. I cannot help it. The first one is the NYX Worth the Hype mascara. I did a video on this as well. As you can see, I try out so many products, and then if I really love them, they turn into my everyday makeup products. So that video will be linked up here and down below. So I've been using this as my first coat, and then the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara as my second coat. I think this one is so good at like defining your eyes, making your lashes long and separated and defined. And this one adds a little bit more volume. Together, they are a match made in heaven. I love them. I use them separately as well. I think they're both amazing. The Worth the Hype doesn't give you as big of a dramatic look as the Stila one does, but they are both amazing, amazing mascaras. And like I said, this is buy one, get one 50% off, just like the foundation. So together you could get one of them 50% off. But yeah, I love both of these. Highly, highly recommend. I have two lip products that I have been wearing on repeat. The first one is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, and this one is in the shade 05 Loyalist. It's what I have on my lips today. This actually was a product that I tried and I wasn't the biggest fan of it. It's a really liquidy formula, so when you pull the doe foot applicator out of this tube, it can get everywhere. It's gotten on my clothes before, which is not great. So I have to pull it out really easily, or really like carefully. It doesn't dry down completely, so when I stick my lips together, they still do that like pull apart thing, which that is so annoying to me, but I love this color. You can't beat the price. I do like it, and so I still wear it even though I wish it wasn't as sticky of a formula as it is. The other lip product is no surprise. It's the Fresh Sugar Lip Treatment in the shade Rosé. This one is really getting down to the edge. This is all that I have left. I need to get a new one desperately, but I love this. I have a ton of shades of it, but this one is the favorite shade of mine that I've tried so far. Can't get enough of it. This lives in my purse at all times. It's the thing that I throw on. If I don't have anything on my lips, I will throw it on. I will look for it. I'll actually do my makeup and walk over to my purse in my kitchen and grab it so that I can wear it even when it's not convenient. I just love, love, love this stuff. I think it's so worth the price. And then last but not least is my setting spray. I've been using the Urban Decay All Nighter. This has been on repeat for like a month and a half probably. I love this. I think it makes my makeup last a really long time. The sprayer is really nice. I have nothing but amazing things to say about this. So yeah, this one I highly, highly recommend. Alrighty guys, that is everything that I have been wearing lately on my face. All of the products that I mentioned today are on my face currently and will also be linked down below. Let me know down below in the comments what your favorite product is right now. I'm really curious to know. Also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.